Hi, so today we're going to have a look at the month I hit over £1,000 in passive dividend income. We're going to delve deeper into the stocks that I owned, how much they paid me that month, and how much I expect them to pay me over the period of this year. Welcome to Destination Wealth. So my last video on this subject was a bit of an overview of that month back in February when I hit over £1,000 in passive dividend income. It was actually £1,072.80 spread across 6 individual stocks out of over 20 that I own across my 2 portfolios, my SIP and my ISA. My SIP is with Hargreaves Lansdown and my ISA is with Interactive Investor. Now this was a massive milestone for me. It was the first month since I've been investing well over 15 years that I'd actually hit over £1,000 in passive dividend income, all of which I reinvested straight back into the stocks that paid me. So again, here are the stocks that paid me that month and the actual individual amounts that each one of those paid me. First, we have Ashtead, which paid me £33.36. Next, we have Apple, which paid me only £59.51. Then we have B&M, which paid me £211.48. Then Diploma, which paid me £366.80. And Ecora, which paid me £218.06. Then we have Games Workshop, which paid me £183.60. Now, £941.40 of this was in my SIP and £131.40 was in my ISA. So this came to a grand total of £1,072.80. Now the 2 stocks that paid me from within the ISA, I also owned in the SIP, and they were Ecora and Games Workshop. Now throughout February, there were 21 working days. That amount split over the 21 working days would have given me £51.04 passive dividend income every single working day. Let's now have a look at what I can expect these stocks to pay me throughout the whole of this year 2024. Here we have each of the 6 stocks and the number of shares of each of those 6 stocks that I currently own. Next, you can see what each of these companies I would expect to receive in dividend payments for the whole of the year, all of which will be completely reinvested. For 2024, just these 6 stocks, I can expect to receive £2,889.58 for literally doing nothing. And of that 2,889, all of that will just get reinvested straight back into those stocks, which will buy me more shares of the stock, which next year will give me more dividends. Just snowballs. So we're now in October. I've hit over £1,000 in passive dividend income in 2 of the months this year so far. I expect it to be 3 months by the time we end the year, and I'm well on my way to hitting that £1,000 every single month. There's a few other months that are pretty close, and getting to, a £12,000 a year of passive dividend income. All again will be reinvested back into that, into the stocks that paid me those. So it's basically £12,000 of passive earned income that I've not had to do anything for. I've not had to work for. It's just going to come in every year as long as those companies still keep paying those dividends and keep growing them every year, and a lot of these companies do. Plus I expect it to be a bit more because a few of these, like Games Workshop and some of the others, will have a good year. B&M do it as well quite often, and they'll pay what's called a special dividend, which is excess cash they give back to the investors. And again, that gets reinvested. So keep an eye out for those stocks that regularly do that. Some of them don't do it every year, but if they have an exceptionally good year, then they'll give you some cash back as an extra dividend. So if they pay normally twice a year, a full dividend and an interim, they will then add an extra one on, so you'll get 3 times a year. If they pay 4 times a year anyway, and they add a special dividend, you'll get paid 5 times a year. The companies I own, just off the top of my head, I know that I've done this at Games Workshop, Greggs, B&M, all those big well-known names. So if you like this video and you want to see some more, please subscribe. And if you're interested in 10 really important steps to gain financial freedom, check out this video next. See you soon.